Yo, people, lateness is greatness. Welcome back into the building. You already know what time it is. It's time for the Oil Boys show. And we're kicking off immediately after the England game against the Czech Republic, 1-0. A very entertaining, back and forth, attacking, just amazing performance from our star boys. It's coming home, as they say. Saj, why are you frowning?
Did you watch the game? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
I saw the game, man. I'm not gonna lie. England in this tournament so far has been a little bit boring to watch. Monstar, how are you, bro? After all that,
I'm good, man. But I've come to realize that's just gonna be England for now. Do you know what I mean? We've always been terrible, so it is what it is.
A massacre, man. I'm calling it now, bro. The moment we get a good team, I said we. Let's come down.
We have a good team next.
My Turks are out of it, unfortunately. Apologies, Act. We didn't do it this year. But
were you one of the people that called them the dark horse?
But I didn't call them the dark horse. I just said they were my guys to do the thing.
They didn't do jack.
They did. You know, in the defense, I don't know what their formation was. Like Turkey they weren't on the ball. So anyway, this ain't about Turkey. We can get into that later.
I mean, first of all, I want to obviously start with England because they will get Germany, France, or who's the other team? Portugal in the next round. Yeah, in the next round. So are you guys just categorically saying that's it? It's a wrap. You're gone. Goodbye.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap.
Unless they are. I don't know. England seem to be doing this leggy 1-0 thing recently. So,
do you think it's a strategy though? Like I'm starting to think that maybe being this dull is a strategy, just being pragmatic or just very defensive in their approach. Because again, tonight he played two DMs, Phillips and Rice at home to Czech Republic. I don't know. Is this how we're going forward now? We're going with a pragmatic team.
I do like this doubled midfield defensive midfielder thing going on where Rice is the more defensive one and then Phillips is the one pushing more forward. It's just where the strike force, it's the wingers and forward where the issue lies for England. And it's been beautiful. I got man in a WhatsApp group saying Harry Kane's playing crap on purpose so he doesn't push up the value of his price tag so he can get a move. But
you think he's dropping stinkers on purpose?
No, that's what people are saying. I hear people saying Levy's in his head
because Levy's always still gonna. It's no matter how stinky he is, Levy's still gonna demand like 150, 200 mil
exactly
for the Don.
It's nuts. It's nuts. Like Kane. It's just non-existent in this team. He had that one chance where everyone was like, "Oh, he should have squared it to Sterling. Should have squared it." It wasn't really on. It wasn't on like the last time. The last time where he could have squared it to Sterling, it was legit. This time wasn't really there.
Sterling might still miss. Sterling might still miss. Before, I was always one of the people, why didn't he square it in the World Cup and blah, blah. But then I can't remember. I think it was the Real Madrid City game where someone squared it to him, open net, and he missed. It's like, bro, I can now understand why Kane didn't square it to him, bruv.
But speaking of Sterling, to be fair, that's your guy, Saj. Your Man City man. He's doing it. He's the only person to score for England so far in the Euros.
In the whole group stage. Captain, fam. Come on.
He's the only person to score.
Open play goals. Open play. Come on. Do you know what? Can't even be mad at him. He shouldn't be in the squad. He's in the squad. He's playing well. I don't know what more you would want. I saw man them
the thing is
before the game that he was in the squad. Bruv, he's scoring more. Bruv, he's the top goal scorer for England right now. You need to, back the guy, right? You know.
But you know what? We criticize Southgate a lot, me included. Like, I criticize him a lot, but he is the person that stuck his neck out for Sterling when no one else would. Everyone said he shouldn't be in the squad, let alone be starting all these games. And let's have it right, regardless of whether we want to, say if he's performing that well in these games. He has got 2 goals in 3 games, and he's the only person to score for England.
Goals, like
who do
you have to give him credit?
We meet second place in Portugal's group, yeah? Is that who we get?
Yes. So I mean, I don't know if you can calculate who's gonna. You can't. It's impossible to decide, isn't it?
At the moment, that kind of seems like it could be Germany.
Bro, it doesn't matter who it is.
We already know what it is. Like, let's wrap it up. Let's pack up everything. Let's go home.
Yeah. Let's go home, man.
The only thing that I could think about, because England knew if they finish first, they would face the harder team. Yeah, I could only think in the group between Portugal and them, man. I could only think that it's because it was at Wembley. That would mean they wouldn't have to travel. As the reason.
For me personally, I think England, if they wanted to look, Gary Lineker said on Twitter, you know, you're in it to win it. You should go on to win every single game. But if we're being honest, realistically, the only team I think England have a serious chance against in the next round is Portugal, because Portugal have not looked like a team.
I don't think so.
No, but I'm just giving them like, if we're ranking it though, if we're ranking it out of France, Germany, and Portugal, you'd want to play Portugal because you don't want to play Germany and you don't want to play France.
Do you think?
I think out of all the teams, I'd prefer to play Portugal. I wouldn't want to play Germany. I wouldn't want to play Germany. I think Germany.
I wouldn't want to play either of them, because one thing about Portugal is, yes, Portugal probably stink up the joint too, but they got finishes in that team. So
a motivated Ronaldo.
Give them the chance to score. They're scoring, bro. We ain't beating no Portugal. We're not beating Germany.
I would prefer to play Portugal over Germany because I think Germany are just a little bit.
Imagine Ronaldo. Imagine France gets second.
Yeah, Ronaldo's the one person. Take Ronaldo out of it. Which obviously you can't.
Come on, don't do that.
But I'm just saying, no, like they have a very good team, of course. They have very good individuals, but I don't see them collectively as a team as strong as a Germany. I just don't. As a team, from what I've seen so far, I don't think collectively they're as strong. They've got a lot of individuals. Like Bruno Fernandes looks like a shadow of himself for Portugal. He wasn't even involved the other day.
I disagree.
I think he's worn out, man.
You think Bruno Fernandes has been good for Portugal?
I think he's good tired,
in the qualifiers up until the competition.
Yeah, but not in the tournament. Not in the tournament. He hasn't been good in the tournament.
Jota is a beast as well. Any Jota can pop up with a 5-star performance any day of the week.
He could.
Because we were having this conversation off air, yeah. Do you know what? I feel bad for Ronaldo, yeah, because he went through those 2000s with, I want to see if Monstar agrees, with quite an underwhelming Portuguese team.
I think the teams are. If you look at the one he has now, and you look at the one he had then, when he first started, because not when he first started. I'm talking like that in between period where it was. If you're talking about 4 or so years ago, yeah,
I'll go like 6.
But before that, he had Figo, Rui Costa, Maniche, Deco.
But them man were on the tail ends of their careers. They weren't
Herrera, Carvalho, bro. Those are ballers, man.
Yeah, but they weren't on the tail ends. They weren't in their primes. Now he's got a lot more options going forward. Got way more.
I kind of think sometimes that they have too many options to the point where it's actually becoming difficult for him to pick an 11 that really gels chemistry wise. Like Felix is not in the team. Do you know what I mean? It's very. I don't know. I just think. Out of the 3 teams, I know who I'd rather play. I'd pick Portugal. Not that England would still be underdogs, massive underdogs against any of them, I think, but I would still pick Portugal.
Yeah, I slightly disagree with you when it comes to Portugal. I think when it comes to Portugal, they're in a transition period of making the game and the team about Ronaldo, and then being able to transition out to having more players do a lot more for the squad in an attacking sense.
Yeah, I agree with you. A
lot of Portugal's play right now goes through Ronaldo.
Yeah,
but I feel like they owe it to Ronaldo to play this way, innit?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, he's on all the set pieces. He's on even free kicks, which he's kind of diminished in free kicks in the last few years, but he's still on all the free kicks. He would be on everything. But yeah, I agree. When he comes out, when any player of that level comes out, of course, the team are going to have to take more responsibility as a whole and start to pull their finger out their arse and actually try. Do you know what I mean? And not just funnel the ball to one man and expect wonders every single time. But that is kind of partly why I say that I'd rather play them, because I know Ronaldo is the talisman, but he's not where he used to be. Even though he clearly, evidently in this tournament, he's still been coming up with goals. His overall game.
Highest goal scorer. Is he joint highest goal scorer?
Yeah, no, he is. But then when you look at his overall game throughout the 90 minutes, he's not exactly, he's not all over the place. Do you know what I mean? Influencing everything.
He's not, but you got to remember, he's playing as the striker now. So as strikers in general, you don't really expect them to be all over the place. They're just there to get you goals, which he's there doing. He's got 3 goals so far. So can you really? Listen. It's everyone else's job to, as you say, get all over the place, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the striker's jobs to score the goals, and Ronaldo's doing that. I don't think there's anything else you can really complain about. He's got 3 goals. He's joined.
No. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, but I've seen in like qualifying games where I've seen, I don't know, for instance, Bernardo Silva coming off the wing and he's had a clear opportunity to score, but he'll try and square it to Ronaldo. Just stuff like that, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like their attacking forces, they're not as free flowing as they could be. But outside of that, they're still. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When he's not at the heights that he used to be, but then they're still mentally still funneling the ball to him like as if he's in his prime. That's where you get that Portugal in between stage where they're not going to reach the high heights of a France, in my opinion, that they did. But they got a lot.
They're in a transition as well.
Yeah,
like Germany, they got a bag of man that are coming through the ranks. So it's looking positive.
Alex says, has England helped Saj recover from the Champions League final?
I think it helped Saj recover.
Turkey was my team, so yeah, I'm
points.
Still feeling it.
No points.
Nothing can help Saj recover, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the way you can recover.
Why this is the Euros, bro? Dead that talk right there.
Nah, we ain't never gonna let that one go, bro.
Absolutely no. Honestly, there is no recovery from that. I've only now just gotten over the Moscow game. I can't lie to you. It takes a while to get over that. What is it with all these spammers today? Jesus Christ.
They just keep coming, man.
These brothers are weird, fam. Seriously. It's not even funny. I have not laughed at one nickname so far. Shit. Anyway, I hate to say it, but Ronaldo is hindering the team. So is Ahmed from...
See?
I don't know. It's tough because do those guys in that Portugal team... We'll have to see. It's only when Ronaldo leaves will you know if they're ready to take the responsibility and actually step up to the plate when it matters most. Do you know what I mean?
But you do see it even with like man like Bruno. Like you see the lack of touches that he has because he's always looking for Ronaldo. You see it.
I don't know. I disagree, man. I don't think he's taking it. I think what I see is he's stepping up, and the rest of them, man, ain't. That's all it is. I see. Step your game up. Do you know what I mean? Step your game up, bro.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm about to add someone as a mod very, very soon.
Yeah,
I'm gonna add a bunch of you.
Trust me, it's the same thing with me. I get the same thing, which is these man just spam the life.
Yeah, I'm adding
where they got to be bored, man. You've got to be bored to be doing this.
I don't know. They're doing their thing. Let's actually give content for the man that are actually
100%. Go on, go for it.
It's boredom, bro.
Harry Kane, bro.
Did you? I said it to Saj. Okay, Saj. What did I say to you in that first half of Harry Kane? He dropped to defensive midfield to pick the ball up and spray it forward to Saka or whoever was making that.
That's what he does for Tottenham as well. He does that.
But this is. Do you know why it's making me nervous as a City fan? Because they keep saying we're gonna get. I want a brother that will stay in the box or just outside the box. I don't want my central attacking mid. Sorry, I don't want my centre forward to be playing where Rice is. I don't want that.
I couldn't fathom it. I was like, you're trying to tell me you have to do this out of everybody. It's crazy to me.
Bro, and do you know why it's a madness, yeah? Because you look at Belgium, you look how they utilize Lukaku, you look how England's utilizing Kane, and they are similar player types. I don't care what I hear people. Oh no, Harry Kane can pass the ball way better than Lukaku. Okay, cool, but they are similar types. How these two get used for the respective nations is night and day. Night and day. I can't remember seeing in any game so far of the Euros someone pinging the ball to Harry Kane, hold up play, maybe cut a man, maybe pass the ball, something like that. It just doesn't happen for England. What was the second game that Belgium played where De Bruyne did a madness? It was against what? Oh, let me grab my phone 1 second.
Which game are you talking about?
Remember where De Bruyne came on in the second half?
Where they came back.
And De Bruyne, what? The left shot. Lukaku, ran down the right channel. Lukaku,
he was on the right hand side.
But Kane doesn't have this pace. Kane doesn't have that pace, though. That's the thing. He doesn't have the pace to run down the channel, hold up the ball. Because what Lukaku did, what you said is correct. He ran down the channel because the thing is with Lukaku is he can be quite versatile in that respect. He's improved his first touch, so he can do the hold up play, but he can also run in behind because he's athletically very, very deceptively quick, and also he's just built like a brick now. Do you know what I mean? He's fitness-wise, Conte's taking him up to another level, making him press, etc. He runs into the channel, does a little bit of skill, like you said, weaves out a 1 or 2 man, bobs and weaves, and then slaps it into the next man. Then it gets over to De Bruyne. I think he slaps into Hazard, who gets it to De Bruyne, and then left for a shot. But Kane can't do that. He can't run the channels.
Here's the thing. I would disagree though. Like, no, maybe not in terms of pace, but in terms of distribution of the ball, I would think Harry Kane was a better distributor of the ball than Lukaku was.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
Probably
that wasn't just a simple layoff from Lukaku.
Yeah.
Harry Kane's a better passer.
He ran 30, 40 yards.
That's the running part. That's the thing. The running part.
Yeah, and my thing is,
he ain't the quickest.
Yeah, and he's not the quickest, but he can when he gets his, like, he's not quick off the block. But you know, like how men are like fast over 60 meters. That's Lukaku, in it. He's kind of fast instantly, but he's not fast like long term, like 200. He ain't gonna win races over
Lukaku's quite. I can't lie. Lukaku's quite quick, man, and he's got.
Do you know what is with Lukaku? He's so strong
as well.
Yeah. Like, did you see the way he rolled the brother for his goal? And he said it
rolled
actually when he rolled it. Besides, I told you he scored, bro. I told you. But also,
he's been doing that.
Yeah, but he's always done that. Even at Everton, at West Brom, he did a video with Carragher for Sky Sports, and Carragher was in the Everton top, and that's his move. He said, "Listen," and Carragher asked him, "Lukaku, what's your strongest? What is something that a defender will never be able to deal with when they come up against you?" And he said, "If I get my arm up here and I roll you, you're finished. Finished." And that's what he does. That's what he did for his goal. He rolled him. He absolutely rolled him.
Sorry. So I say all of this to say, what is the initiative? What is the mindset? What is the goal with Harry Kane right now?
This is the thing. What I said to you before, and I don't know what Monstar thinks, but this is where I have to blame the manager. Tactical instruction. You say to Kane, if you drop too deep, I'm taking you off. Instruction: do not drop deep. Like, if you drop below the halfway line, I'm taking you off. Remember when Pep had Henry? Pep had Henry. He said, if you come off the touchline, I'm taking you off because you're messing up my tactics. But if you don't have that, I
was gonna say, I agree. Yeah, that it's either Southgate tells him either stay central or whatever, or if he's continuing to drop the way he drops, then which he does for Tottenham as well, then have runners off him. The way Son feeds off him. Runs into that space he's using behind, because he takes defenders with him, and use that to your advantage. It's use one way or another, innit?
Yeah.
Do you think he's getting past the ball enough?
No.
Well, a lot of the times that's why strikers
tend to
drop deep when they don't get enough of the ball. They tend to drop deeper to be in the game, innit? That's just what it is.
Yeah. No, I don't think he's seeing enough of the ball, but at the same time, you can't be dropping that deep, man.
The reason that this is a concern, is because this is how it's been going so far, How England have been playing are not. You face a top 10 nation, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
It honestly won't. Honestly, I think they'll go out. They'll go out so quickly, in my opinion. If they play the way they've been playing,
we're going out. I think next round is when we're going out.
After I've read off the teams that we're potentially going to play, you think that's a wrap?
Oh,
I always thought once we meet a fairly. Listen, look how we're struggling in a way to beat these teams that are not really. They're not nothing. Like, let's be honest.
It's true. It's a very easy group, especially with the way Croatia have fallen as well.
Yeah, we got an easy group. Now we're about to come up against the big boys. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the big boys. Let's see. This is where the real test is, isn't it? I don't think these men are going to do shit.
What did you guys make of Grealish as well? Because obviously Grealish got the assist. He hasn't been figuring constantly under Southgate.
He's a baller. When his best position. Kind of confused why he's playing that position. Don't get still a baller. Not his position. Now I know Raheem scored, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be like, oh, why was Raheem playing, so on and so forth. But central attacking midfielder.
I prefer him out on the left.
Because I hear, bro, the WhatsApp group's going off. But
he was good anyway.
Southgate's got man divided the same way Ollie does for United fans, isn't it? Some people love him, some people hate him. I got man in the group calling him one of the worst managers out there. I got man in the group saying he's a maverick. The tactics are off the wall.
Well, what are their reasons for calling him a maverick? I'd actually love to know at this point. Seriously, what are you seeing that I'm not seeing? Because I'm not seeing any maverick type behavior.
No Sancho again?
That now
Not
let's
rate
get into
Sancho,
that.
man.
Let's get into that because that right there, you've triggered me. So if you're not gonna play Sancho, then don't bring him in the first place because he's not really in. Like if you're looking for impact players, you've got James Ward-Prowse that you could have brought. You've got Jesse Lingard who was on good form as well. If you're only watching Prem football, which is what Southgate, I guess, what he's doing because he didn't really see Tomori and he's not seeing Sancho. And Bellingham surprisingly is coming on, even though he came out with that quote and he said the reason why I'm not playing Sancho is because he doesn't have the experience, unlike others. But then I was like, I swear Sancho's been playing at the top level for 3 years, and Phillips only just got promoted.
You mean Calvin Phillips has just started playing England football?
Guy's
Top flight
a
football.
clown,
What are you
man.
talking about, bro?
The guy's a clown, bro.
What,
Like,
Declan Rice that only just started playing football? England, top flight English
None
football.
of them
The second full season.
Bro, I'd be
who in
surprised
that
if these
team
men
has
even have 20
experience?
caps to their name.
But in the same breath, he'll bring on Bellingham, who's 17, but he won't bring on Sancho. If you wasn't going to play
He did
Sancho,
bring on
Saka.
Sancho. He did
Oh
bring
my
him
God,
on,
let's
but
leave it, bro.
did he bring on? Oh, sorry, I must have tuned out at that point. What minute was that on?
I can't remember. It was late in the game.
Yeah, I probably turned it off by then.
He brought him on in the 68th minute.
Wait, did he?
Yeah, for Grealish.
I didn't see him. Was Sancho came on?
It wasn't 68.
Oh
It
no,
was
Sancho.
late.
Oh yeah, Sancho came on in the 84th minute.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't.
Sorry,
it wasn't.
sorry,
yeah,
sorry,
Sancho
sorry,
didn't come on that early. It was.
For Saka,
Yeah.
for Saka.
Yeah.
So I thought
Sancho
you said-
definitely
I thought
come
you
on
said
that.
Bellingham. I thought you said
Yeah,
Bellingham.
but yeah, I know Bellingham. Yeah, I know Bellingham. That's what I'm saying. Bellingham came on. He's like 17, but yet Sancho can't get in his team. If you're not gonna really use Sancho that much, then I don't understand where a Lingard or a Ward-Prowse's impact players who could have come off. Do you know what I mean? I don't get it. If you're looking for experience, like in one breath you're talking about you need experience, but then you didn't bring Lingard, and then next breath now you're playing Bellingham and Phillips. It's not adding up. And you know what? Being a Chelsea fan and seeing what like someone who I don't even really get where the love comes from the England nation for Southgate really as highly as it would be from a Lampard to Chelsea perspective, because Southgate is just like he was a good player, but it wasn't that deep. I don't get it. Where's his bias coming from where no one can really critique him properly in the media? I honestly don't understand where it comes from. But really, if we're being honest, his next game
similar to when Lampard was in charge. They didn't want to criticize him, innit? It's as simple as that. So listen, these are they're clowns. Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry, it sounds disrespectful, but Southgate he's a clown, man. He don't have a clue with what he's doing. It's evident. Do you know what I mean? It's only a matter of time before he gets it really, really exposed. Do you know what I mean? But even then, they're not going to fire him. He's still going to be here.
next Tuesday.
That's what I was about to ask. How long can mediocrity continue before?
Next
how
Tuesday.
long can mediocre
Forever.
Like,
It's
next
always
Tuesday.
been the case with England, bro. Forever, bro.
Next Tuesday we play. We play next Tuesday. That's when it ends.
Yeah, but I'm like, after that, do you call it a wrap? Because like,
Matisse, it's not going to end. It's still going to remain the same. They said they're not firing him. After this, they're going to give him another contract. So what's the point?
It's nuts that there's no consequences for your actions these days. You're just getting new contracts just because never understood it. I thought you had to get the contract based on your performance. Do you know what I mean? That's what I thought. Someone saying he definitely had something going on behind the scenes with Sancho and Jack. It's mad. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about conspiracy theories and all that. But what I do know is that...
Can we talk about other top contenders, bro? Please?
Yes, we will. But finally, Saka was very good today. I have to say, Saka, I was happy with him on the right wing. He did well.
Again,
I rate Saka
as
quite.
good as he should have been. Shouldn't be starting. Now that we've got enough time to pre the other contenders, okay, we'll finish up in the group.
Do you want to talk about that Denmark game? Because that was quite a performance. I was quite. Is that everybody's second team in here? Now that Denmark,
Not mine.
Not yours.
What do you mean second team? How so?
Like just in terms of like you rooting for them to want them to do well and whatnot.
Nah, bro. My team dropped out, so I'm gonna adopt one more, and if they mess up, then I'm out, bro. I'm taking Italy, bro.
Oh, really?
I'm like what I've seen, bro. Mancini, bro. That he's got that Man City flair to him. He's got that Man City panache. That Man City.
He was holding the blazer over the shoulder, looking fly.
You know that Armani Gucci Italian store, custom made. Woo! It's looking all good.
It was impressive.
Defense, fire. Passing, fire. Attack, fire.
Let me ask, right? Let me ask. Their midfield Monstar is quite a busy place now of quality. You've got Verratti, you've got Barella, you've got Locatelli, you've got Jorginho. Who would you say is your three for that midfield in terms of the strongest? Because it's obviously Verratti's just come back into the equation now, isn't it?
It's too tough, man.
It's tough, man.
I think Jorginho and Verratti are the two essentials. They have to start, and then you have to choose between Locatelli and Barella.
Mm.
And that's where it gets sticky. I think it might have to be Locatelli to drop.
You think Locatelli will have to drop?
Maybe, yeah. I think because obviously Jorginho's
because Locatelli gave them something in the final third.
He does. He gives them something in the final third. Verratti, like his passing range is just disgusting. Do you know what I mean? I think. Listen, if you watch obviously Verratti at PSG, you just know how good he is. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I think it is gonna. I think I will drop Locatelli. I know it sounds mad, but yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what it is about Verratti? I feel like I don't know,
People
man. Actually,
in the comments are saying Verratti, Jorginho, Barella.
Yeah,
Barella is a baller. Oh,
I agree.
Sarri target, I believe.
That's probably where
it was when he was at Chelsea. Yeah,
that's probably where I would lean. I would lean towards Barella. It's just that. Listen, it's not. I thank God I'm not the Italy manager because I don't know who I would start. All of them are that good. Do you know what I mean? And it really shows the levels to what they have and what we do not have. I saw someone.
If we had a Roberto Mancini in charge, I think we could be as good as them. Because
our midfielders are not that good.
I don't think so. I think
not our midfielders, but I think our attack is better than theirs, and I think our defense is medium.
I don't know about that. Maybe the strikers are.
I think our attack is better on paper. Yeah,
I would say the midfielders of
that's
Italy,
the thing on paper. Are these men willing to die for their nation? Those Italians, you see the way they sing the national anthem. You see the passion.
Also, remember, like, do you know what? Them men have got as well. Them men had that little sabbatical where they didn't qualify last time round.
Yes.
There's a hunger there. Like
fall from grace.
I'd never want to see this again type mentality.
Yeah. 100%. I think that's motivating them.
England players want to die for the badge. Like how these men do.
Would you want to die for the badge if them man were booing you before you came onto the pitch a couple weeks ago?
The English
brothers are full on making. Brothers are full on making videos on Twitter saying "boo, boo, boo."
You see the
in the same breath, you want Sterling to die for the badge.
Man, look, I don't even know. Man looked like, I can't remember what he looked like, but he just looked mash up. I was thinking, Jesus Christ, you did all that. God. Look at the state of you, man.
Man's got his wife and kids to record that as well, you know, and put that up on big Twitter look. Oh, it's incredible. It really is incredible. But yeah, Italy have come from nowhere. Monstar, I'm sure you saw that Christensen goal, man. Bloody hell, Denmark.
Rocket.
What? Bro, David Luiz vibes from what a strike. Holy shit. Incredible.
Bro, like,
didn't even know that.
The way a lot of our Champions League winning players are performing right now, how much confidence they have. Look at Rudiger. You saw him the other day screaming when he made a tackle. Kai Havertz is balling out. Obviously, Billy Gilmore balled out against us as well, against England. Who else? Christensen. Yeah, these men are just balling out, man.
What was that?
If you have Roadman Rudy, bruv.
Roadman Rudy?
Yeah, bruv.
Rudiger, bruv, listen, the passion this guy shows you, it's not talked about enough, innit? Like, look at, man made a tackle and the man went crazy. Did you see it, Matisse?
Yeah,
the way he went crazy, bruv. Just off a tackle. Bro, I love this guy, man. I feel like he's disrespected by the Chelsea fan base, or he was, but now he's really shown his colours, and nowadays people just love him, innit? People love him now, man.
Yeah,
and people are starting to see what the thing is. Obviously, that West Ham game last season, the Sheffield United game, didn't do him justice. But
blood clot. I
always knew he had it in him. I remember when he was injured, I was like, "Where's Rudiger? We need Rudiger back. We need this guy," because we saw how good he was during Conte season and Sarri season, innit? But he's just come back and he's just showing himself now, innit? And I love it, man. Love it.
It's been mad. It's been mad. Who else, Saj, is on your list for dark horses in this thing? Because obviously
the Netherlands looked.
Oh yeah, they look good.
They look good.
Why now? Them in midfield.
All the men that didn't qualify for the last tournaments come back with a vengeance, bruv.
Can I just say, if you're going to spend 80 million on a midfielder
Oh no,
Frankie De Jong, bro. Don't waste your time. Listen, there's Rice at home. Go get Frankie De Jong, my G.
He's at Barcelona though, isn't he?
They will sell him. They need money in it. I'm just saying.
I don't know if they will. That's a long-term asset. But my lord,
I think if the money's on the table, they might, innit? That guy's a baller, bruv.
This Ryan Gravenberg,
yeah.
Gravenberch, bruv.
Him, Ronaldo and De Jong in midfield. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Amazing stature to the brother as well. Wijnaldum looks like a whole new brother in this Holland team.
And what's the right wing back's name?
De Vries. Dumfries.
Another one.
Another one. Yo, he's looking like. Yo, these are some. I'm not saying for now, but I'm saying when
Wijnaldum.
Sorry, not like some good pickups, man, for real.
Van Dijk when they get back.
Trust me.
And then you've got De Ligt next to Van Dijk. That partnership is still yet to flourish as well. When he's back to full fitness.
Do you know the maddest thing? VVB's not even there.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Ake, De Ligt. They got the
Van der Beek as well, bruv.
How do you pronounce his name? De Vrij or De
Van der Beek,
Vrij?
when he starts to get some game time.
De Vries. Dumfries?
I think with the Netherlands, I think with the Netherlands, it's more of the coach will hinder how far they will go. But as just a footballing team, we know they produce the best of the best footballers, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
No, the coaching over there and just from grassroots up is mad. Like the brothers that come through that Ajax academy is crazy.
Because you want to know why? Because you have, in order to play in the Netherlands, you have to play multiple. When you're coming up through there, you have to play multiple positions or learn how to play in multiple positions. Hence why they produce such good footballers down the years. When you look at their centre backs, they've always been great ball playing centre backs, isn't it? Obviously, I remember when Jaap Stam came to the Prem, everyone was thinking, what kind of centre back is this? Because he was such a good ball playing centre back, innit? And obviously with Van Dijk, you're seeing now, this is nothing new with these lot. These guys know how to play multiple positions. We had Ake, he could play in midfield, he could play centre back, he could play left back. Do you get what I mean?
People don't know, but before he went to Liverpool, Van Dijk was smacking in free kicks for Celtic and Southampton, like proper tech, proper tech. Like Van Dijk can take free kicks. I don't know about anymore because he hasn't taken them in a while at Liverpool, but he can take free kicks. He can take free kicks. Yeah, they got Trent now.
Yeah, because they got Trent. It's different gravy, isn't it?
Someone saying Van Dijk was a striker before.
Yeah,
at Celtic he was amazing.
Not at Celtic. He didn't play as I think he played.
No, not at Celtic. No, he played centre back at Celtic. Yeah, but at Celtic he was unreal. He used to just literally run through teams from centre back. He used to just run forward, and he was getting on the end of goals, end of team moves, things like that. It was nuts. You could see what a baller he was from then. Marvel says England is not Chelsea. Roman will kick him out, fam. If the FA had any sort of ruthlessness that Roman had, this brother wouldn't even be picking up a wage anymore. Honestly, it would be a wrap. It would be an absolute wrap. Who else have gone unnoticed in this tournament, really? I mean,
again, I want to say, I don't know. They'll probably. I'm not sure if they will qualify now, but Czech Republic, bruv.
Well, they will go through now because they're on 4 points, isn't it? Let's speak up.
Good.
They
weren't meant to qualify.
I don't like this system. I'm just going to keep it up.
I'm not going to lie. You're not wrong.
Don't like it. It's dead. England qualified yesterday.
This top 4 third place thing is
it's
a bit
stupid. Yeah. It's dumb. You have the group of death, and the whole point of the excitement of the group of death was that one of those big teams would drop out. That was the whole point. And now you have a situation where all of the teams are going to go through. Everybody who has a good third place finish with 4 points is going through. It's dead.
Wait, if Portugal are on 3 points, so basically they have to get a draw, right?
Yeah.
Well, if they don't get a draw, do they go through?
I don't know.
If they have 4 points and then their goal diff. I think if the third place teams all have
3 points because it's best. It's best.
It's the top 4.
It's the top 4 out of third place teams. So
yeah.
Can we talk about Spain? Can we talk about Spain, please? Can we have a word about Spain, please?
They're trash.
Did you see that quote from Van der Vaart? Oh my god, that made me laugh. Van der Vaart's quote was so funny.
I got a lot to say about this group, innit? Because certain man. Okay, I don't know where to start with Group E, innit? Group E: Sweden, Slovakia, Spain, Poland. One, Lewandowski doesn't do it at national level. And I don't know why.
Because he doesn't have the same supply line that he has at Bayern Munich.
Point number is close. They give him opportunities. I don't know what's going on. 2, Isaac, yeah. Young player of the competition so far. Calling it.
Player of the comp.
Young.
I think his finishing would have to be a bit better than that.
Young player of the competition.
Oh, young player. Well, I don't know. Did they hand that? I
don't know if they do. I'm
You're giving it to him. You're giving it to him. Yeah, Lewandowski scored, but that was his first goal in tournament football for like God knows how long.
3, Hamsik still looks kind of good. Kind of looks kind of good. I ain't gonna lie. So a bit old. Still looks kind of good. And number 4. What's going on with Spain, man?
Bro, what's happening with Spain is they're dog shit, bro. Like, for real. But the thing is funny is that before Spain had that golden generation, I don't think they used to be good before that. So they kind of just had that.
They were decent before that. So they weren't great, but they were quarterfinal type team, innit? A quarterfinal type of team.
Yeah.
You're talking about when they had like Raul, Morientes, obviously Puyol and them man were there. They were still doing decently, innit? They weren't the best team, but they were still getting quarterfinal finishes and that.
People are disagreeing. People are saying Havertz gets shot. How old is Havertz now? 19, 20?
No,
21.
22.
Oh,
22, is he 22? 22, shit.
I mean, dude, that still constitute as young player?
Under 23s, I'm giving it. Under 23s, yeah.
Do you know why? Because I've had arguments and in the WhatsApp group, and them men have grilled me. They're like, 21 and younger. Anything older than 21 is not a young player. I'm like,
23 and younger, bro.
Okay. Havertz then.
Absolutely, no way in hell this Spain team are winning the Euros. They are awful. They are absolutely awful. Their midfield has no cutting edge. Do you know what I mean?
You know what your striker options are? You know what your striker options are? Traore,
Morata, bro.
Morata, don't even get me started on Morata, fam. Oh my PTSD, bro.
They've gone from at one point they had like Morientes and Raul and them, man, and then they
David
went to
Villa
and Fernando Torres, and then on to Morata.
Bro, even Pedro. Morata. Pedro was a good finisher, you know.
Oh yeah, Pedro. Listen, Pedro in today's game, Pedro will be world class.
100%.
He'll be world class, but they just disrespect. Obviously, because of the Barcelona team he played for. People won't give him the recognition he might have deserved, innit? But he was very underrated, innit? Like he was very integral to what you call it, those Barcelona teams. Don't get it twisted.
No, he was huge, bro. Because just to give balance to the team, you had David Villa sometimes. Well, he went through quite a variety of Spain attacks, but he had David Villa and Messi at one point. Someone's got to.
Morata was always there, though. Morata was always there. Whole time. Remember Guardiola when he came up with that. When he came to that team, he took Morata and Sergio Busquets out of the academy and brought them into the first team. Everyone else was already a part of the team or the people he brought as well. But those were the guys he brought from the academy, which he used to coach, to the senior team, innit? And he's won. Pedro's won everything, literally. Everything that needs to be won, he's won it.
Certain players like him, Dani Alves, do you know what I mean? They've actually no, he doesn't. Dani Alves didn't get a World Cup, to be fair.
No, he didn't get a World Cup, but Pedro did.
Yeah, Pedro
got a World Cup.
Sorry, new topic. I've been thinking about it, and I saw it in the comments, and this is a good question. The France striking situation.
Yeah, I'm not even finished with Spain yet. You're jumping around too
much.
Sorry.
I got a lot.
I'm not done. The Spanish are not getting away that easy. They're just not. Because I remember a time where the midfield, the second row of midfielders on their bench would be all pivotal players in their current team. We're talking Fabregas. We're talking, Xabi Alonso, Santi Cazorla. These brothers would absolutely run the show for that Spanish team now. Run the show.
They had
like
2008,
comes in ebbs and flows, isn't
it? This greatness is ridiculous though. Like the difference here in levels is mad. Who's that left winger who's the guy on the left flank for them? Who's Leipzig? Did he go to Leipzig? Is it in the
Dani Olmo?
Yeah. What does this, bro? What is
talk about Dani Olmo?
Yeah.
He's on the baller.
He's not doing it for me right now, bro, for Spain. He's not doing it for me right now. He might be a baller, might be some good scouting, but not doing it for me right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I think I don't know, man. I think Spain are just extremely toothless right now. They've just got no cutting edge
They're
about them.
one bad match day away from being out.
Good. I don't want to see them anymore. That is probably the worst group, to be honest. That in terms of viewing. Actually, no, England's group is pretty bad as well. To be fair,
on paper,
England's group is pretty bad as well. I think England
on paper it looked fire.
It's not fire. It's cold, bro.
Fire where?
Yeah, bro.
Where did you see fire, bro? Where did you see?
Lukaku was gonna bang in.
Oh, you talking about Belgium?
No,
I'm talking about Spain's group.
Sorry, not Lukaku. Lewandowski. Sorry, wrong player.
No, Lewandowski's got no track record of banging for Poland in tournaments. He hasn't got any track record of this.
Poland have never been good, you know.
He does it in the qualifiers against the weaker teams. But if you're asking for his track record in tournament, it's abysmal. It's abysmal. Poland's record in general, it's horrendous. So no,
would you say this is the weakest group? The weakest group.
Yes,
I think England's group is pretty poor as well.
Nah, man. What you mean? Croatia,
bro. Croatia aren't going anywhere.
They qualified.
That's nice.
Yeah, but they're not going anywhere. Right? Where are they going? They're getting, and in the next round, they're gonna get dealt with, bro.
It's lovely that they got through, but they're not going anywhere. Ruben Diaz is a baller, scoring own goal as player of the season. Piffed. Saj, I want you to speak on your centre back because right now, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, Ruben Diaz. People are sending for your brother. Everywhere,
brother. Listen
he's
to me.
dropping his. He's dropping.
Listen to me.
Kai Havertz has him on toast.
On a leash.
Listen to me.
Spreading him all over the toast, G.
Listen to me. I don't know what that was from Germany, from Germany and from Portugal. Yeah, where those two own goals when they're back to back. Yeah, I don't know if man were getting spun or what. I don't know what's going on, bruv. I don't.
So are you going to answer the question, or are you going to just tiptoe around the Diaz situation? What's going on?
Do you mean, bruv?
Well, brothers are asking in the comments why Diaz is dropping his shorts every single time. What's going on?
He's looking real fraudulent. Maybe at the international level. Okay, maybe I don't know about that.
Maybe like Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. What's going on? Starting to make sense now. These Portuguese brothers for their clubs doing madness, and then when they go join together.
Yeah. I don't know what happened in that game because I was expecting Italy. I was expecting Portugal to put in work. I don't know. Those two own goals. The Guerrero one was worse, isn't it? I don't know.
That's nuts. Listen, like I said, Kai Havertz. He's going to be something special. Do you know what I mean? You only have to. This is his first major tournament that I can. Yeah, it's first major tournament for Germany.
It's not his first major tournament.
It is for Germany. Yes, it is. He's 21. Sorry, he's 22. So where was he? What, 4 years ago? Or is it 4 or 5 years ago now? No, sorry. Where was he? 3 years ago. He wasn't at the World Cup, was he? Don't think so.
I'm not sure.
I don't think he was because he would have been. No, he wasn't. He would have been. Yeah, he would have been 19, 18. He would not be in that World Cup.
He could have been a bench player for that World Cup.
Nope, under 21s. Would have been under 21s. Germany don't fast track their players into the first team like that unless you're unbelievable.
And what was he doing at the under 21s? What did he win?
Which he is, by the way.
What did he win? What did he win at the under 21s?
That German team, yeah, he wasn't there. That German team have been coming up through the youth competitions. They're a good team.
The 2014 World Cup winning Germany. Yeah, they won the Euros and beat England in the final in 2009. And that England team had Milner, Joe Hart, Walcott, and all them lot. And that Germany team had Boateng, Özil. I think they had Khedira, Neuer. I think Muller was part of that team as well. I can't remember. They've come up together in it. You know what I mean? They came up together. That's why they went on to win the World Cup.
Yeah,
what I know is under 21s this year, a young fellow, a young Man City German fellow called Lucas Nietschem scored the winning goal to win the whole thing for the under 21s.
No one cares, bro.
Don't be a hater, bro. What?
What's the Man City player who took home? I think he took on the Golden Ball at the 2000. Was it the 17 one? He's in this current World Cup and he's playing trash. You know his name, right? He put on the Gaza. He did the Gaza hairstyle like he was gonna do something, and he's trash.
Why are you being such a hater for, bro?
I'm just saying, bro.
Do you think he believed in his own? Do you think he believed in his own hype doing that?
Who?
Foden. We're obviously talking about Foden side. Stop it. Stop trying to run from
Who? Sancho? How can you get the best out of Foden? Yeah. How can you get the best out of Foden when you got managers like this, bro? Sucking all the energy from man.
Uses, bro.
What do you want? What do you want him to do?
The manager tax is heavy. The manager tax is heavy, so I'll give it to
England, super heavy, bro.
But do you think he believed his own hype and created unnecessary pressure on himself going into? Because we going into a tournament, we want the youngsters to take the pressure off themselves, and this brother goes and gets the Gaza lookalike haircut and says, "Yes, I don't know if it's really inspired by him, but you know, I'm kind of just like." And then next thing you know, boom! Maybe he was feeling
himself. Maybe he was feeling himself. Give me a second.
I don't know. It's a sticky one. Marvel says Morata is the best striker ever. Just count his misses as goals, and he has a higher number than Ronaldo. Oh man, I'm so glad he's gone, fam. Seriously, I can't even watch you. Just watching him for Spain just pisses me off, and he's not even our player anymore. Really, it's just very triggering individual to watch. I can't take it no more. So Monstar, who's your favourites for the tournament now? Would you say? Is it still France?
Still France. Obviously, the only problem with France is, yes, they drew the other day. It's just these guys just keep missing chances. That's all it is. If these guys start firing, it's peak. Do you know what I mean? We all know. Listen, that Hungary game, they probably should have smacked Hungary like by three or four goals,
Hungry, bro.
Yeah. But I don't know. Mbappe was just missing bare chances, and Benzema as well. It's like he's not working for them as well. Like maybe they need to start using Giroud more. And Giroud
this is what Saj was going to say.
Create that chance for Mbappe in it. So yeah, Saj on the phone, was he?
Saj is muted. Yeah, he's muted. He loves to play with his technicals a lot.
Sorry, this is what I was going to ask you, man. Two questions when it comes to that. Yeah, number one is, do you think Mbappe's like mentality has cut? Right? No. What? No. Do you think Mbappe's attitude is kind of hindering him a bit?
Maybe. Listen, at the end of the day, Tuchel, I remember, not Tuchel didn't say, but Frank Leboeuf said it. He said that, one of the reasons Tuchel couldn't work at PSG was because he was trying to, coach these guys, and these guys didn't want to be coached. They just wanted to do whatever the hell they wanted on the pitch. And that kind of hindered and stopped them from being a great team that they are, and it still is stopping them, innit? So maybe it is a problem with him. I don't know, innit? Do you know what I mean? But my only issue with Mbappe is his finishing. I think he's almost complete, but if he could improve his finishing a little better, this guy could be just different gravy. But his finishing at times can be poor. And
in the Hungary game,
I don't want to say it right, but do you think Neymar is going to have an influence on? Do you think Neymar has had an influence on this very young, impressionable, superstar teenager? I'm just
possible, bro.
Mark, do you know why?
I'm just dropping the question. I'm just dropping it.
You know why?
I'm just dropping it.
Mbappe had an attitude from the moment he left Monaco, bruv. So I'm not.
When he was at Monaco, he was bald and he wasn't saying too much. He was just putting in the back of the net, not piping up.
But he's still putting in that work now, though. It's not like he's not putting in the work for PSG.
I know, but the attitude, though.
When you say attitude, what do you mean by his attitude?
It just looked like on the field, he looked like
Giroud, so in the Hungary rubbed me up the wrong way.
This is where I know
respect.
But he's doing his thing on a pitch. It's just his finishing. If he could finish his chances, he would have probably had a few goals. That's all it is. He's doing his thing. Right? It's just his finishing.
He looked kind of
when he's chatting to Giroud. I don't like it.
Kind of just like when he was like there was balls that were coming into him that were just a little bit too far. He was like, I can't be asked, bro. Man, we'll get the next one. I'm not saying he don't care. I'm not saying he wasn't even trying to like play properly, yeah. But he looks like, I'll get the next one.
Listen, to me,
the ball wasn't perfect.
I think his performance to me was not as bad as maybe people make it out to be. I just think he just wasn't finishing his chances. That's it. To me, had he finished his chances, will we be talking about this right now? We wouldn't be talking about this. It's just he just didn't finish his chances. Simple as that.
Also, I'm gonna rock another one. This is me personally from watching both of the France games. Yeah, I don't think the Benzema Mbappe thing works. I think Giroud should be playing.
I agree.
Bro,
I said it on Twitter.
Think one of them, man. I know it will probably be Benzema. I don't know. I think one of them man need to come off and then come on as a substitute. I think it would be way more effective, bro. Because I've seen once or twice, balls being like them two don't really know how to, or like I've seen Griezmann play balls and then them man kind of be like, And I was like, if Giroud was on the field right now, because Giroud's on a goal mission, isn't it?
For France, he's on a goal. He's on a goal mission.
When he came on,
when he came on, he set up Mbappe straight. Yeah,
they linked up well and they created a chance that Mbappe probably should have scored to win the game.
Or he should have squared it back across because Giroud was there for a tap in as well. If you look,
because I've been watching Benzema and Mbappe playing. It's just like these men are two separate strikers doing their own things up front. I'm like,
well, Mbappe prefers Benzema, it seems, so let him run with it.
I think with the thing is with Benzema, it's not that he's not. Obviously, he's a great player, one of the great. He's a great striker, one of the best in the world, top 5. The problem is that because he hasn't played with these men remember, he's been away from that France team for such a long time.
5 years.
So that's 5 years. That's kind of affected the chemistry. They've not had enough time to work and work on something together, innit? Hence why Giroud, who has been with these guys for all this since, he's been with them all this whole time. As soon as he came on, you saw the way he linked up with Mbappe straight away. That's what it is. He's got the chemistry, with him in the team, chemistry works. But with Benzema is the better player. But yeah, maybe Benzema needs to drop on the bench because he hasn't been playing with these guys for too long, innit? So Giroud just works better, innit? He works better with these guys. That's all it is.
Yeah. Can we give Griezmann his props though, please? Griezmann. Can we give him? Like, I don't really. I'm an anti.
You're not a big fan of Griezmann, so I'm surprised to hear you.
I think this man didn't
come with the big props
that we gassed him up. The media gassed him up to be, and fans. But he's been doing it this tournament. He's been good.
I didn't even see this.
The only reason why he doesn't work at Barcelona is because when you're playing with Messi, when you watch Griezmann, what he was doing at Atletico Madrid, him and Messi kind of played a bit of a similar role, innit? Yeah. So when he's come to Barcelona, it's kind of hindered what he's doing. And you're seeing it with a lot of players at Barcelona. You see it with Griezmann, you're seeing it with Frankie de Jong. They're not the same because they're not getting to, because of other players, they're having to play out of position or play somewhere else where they don't usually play, innit? And that's the problem with him at Barcelona. But when he comes to France, it's a different player, innit?
That's a good question, bruv. Are Messi and Ronaldo hindering play, like growth?
I don't think Messi's hindering Barcelona because I think in general play he
might be hindering Argentina though.
Yeah, I think in general play Messi contributes too much in terms of chance creation still, which Ronaldo wouldn't give you because Ronaldo's just moved to striker now. But I
wouldn't even say they hinder. I would say when you've got these guys in your team, you have to buy the pieces in other positions that work. Don't buy players that play in the same position or similar type of player and expect it to work. That's never going to work. And
you tell me what's happening at Argentina because they got ballers all over the pitch.
But this is the thing. It's like Portugal. Too many ballers. Don't know what to do with them.
Too many.
Dybala. How does Dybala and Messi even play in the same team? I don't even know how. They can't play in the same team. They operate in the same zones. It's like even Ziyech and Kai to an extent with Chelsea. Just can't operate in the same zones. I haven't seen Ziyech and Kai play on the same pitch and have a good game yet. Hopefully that can change next season if Ziyech stays. But when you have these left footers,
if Ziyech plays on the right and where he normally plays, and then Kai Havertz kind of plays in the middle, that can work. Like
I think, but remember Ziyech when he plays on the right, he loves to get in central. He loves to cut in, and not just cut in. He loves to roam and pick up different positions as well. He doesn't just stay on on the chalk on the touchline. So I still feel like they'll end up bumping into each other a little bit. And the thing is with Kai as well, Kai and Ziyech, they want touches. You know what I mean? Neither of them are really. I know Kai is deceptively quick, but he's not a runner. Do you know what I mean? He's not someone who's going to run off the ball like a Rashford. So I don't know, man. It's one of those ones. Unless you play Kai up front, but yeah, that's a whole other conversation. I think Griezmann at Barcelona, it doesn't really make any sense. And now that Memphis Depay's come in plus Aguero, it makes even less sense. I don't know how that front line looks next season. I'm very intrigued to see.
Memphis Depay can work on the left-hand side. Aguero.
This is the thing. What happens when
Coutinho, Dembele?
Gotta get rid of those.
The other one. The young boy, the African Spanish boy.
Fatty.
What happens when Fatty comes back?
Bro, Barcelona are a mess. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what Barcelona are doing, bro.
He plays on the left, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly, bro.
I don't know what Barcelona are doing.
But even him, like, weren't he coming off the bench? So him coming off the bench and
before he got injured, he was starting.
I said brief.
Yeah, but in the beginning, he was coming off the bench. So now he's just coming back, come off the bench, innit?
I don't know how this brother got into a Barcelona squad. You know, I can't for the life of me. They
were desperate for a striker, innit? They needed a striker.
It's like how Dillaboji came to Chelsea. Just certain things just don't make sense in life.
Miazga too, bro. Don't just Miazga too. I think he's still.
No, it's Hector. Bro. It's Michael Hector we signed from Reading.
No, but we got Miazga too, bro. Don't forget Miazga.
Yeah, he was young. He was young. Was he not young though?
Someone said Fatty has to get surgery. Matisse, let's talk about it. Let's go back to Portugal quickly. Yes or no, bruv? Ronaldo is the king of the stat pad, bruv. He takes the crown. This brother in game one, did nothing for 88 minutes, bruv.
This is what Bruno does for Manchester United week in, week out. And I keep telling people this.
Yeah, I'm
and they keep telling me, this, that, and the third.
Listen. I hear all that, but if you're winning me points, I can't lie, I don't care.
No,
if you're winning me points.
Trust.
Listen, at the end of the day, it's about winning games, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Trust me. I don't know if you'd be able to cope, bro. You see them watching on Bruno. I don't know.
I'm in my room, and Matisse kicks my daughter, but he's like, I told you, bruv. He's like, I told you.
Matisse,
I was like,
I've said this many times. In 2012, the first game against Barcelona, Drogba was having the stink of his life. Spent about 80 minutes on the floor diving.
Yeah, but bro, that's a one-off. He doesn't usually do that.
But still, but he ended up winning the game. You know,
if it's a one-off, that's cool. But when you're killing attacks and you're not making simple passes and you're always, it's not for me, man. It's not for me. It's not for me.
Someone can give me a 9 out of 10, but then we don't win the game. They can't win the game for me. And then someone gives me a 4 out of 10, but constantly just wins games for me. Sorry, I'm taking that constant 4 out of 10 and the game winners. I'm sorry. I just want the winners, bro. Points matter to me, and winning games is what matters to me. So it's to me winning games rather than. I remember, people were talking about, Mason. I think it was Mason Mount. Someone they were like, Mason Mount should have been in the game. I mean, should have been in the team of the year. I was like, why? I said over who? They were saying over this, that. And they were saying, because he dropped. These guys would.
I still had Bruno in the team of the year. Sure, I mean, they were saying, of course.
These guys were winning games where they were constantly dropping 4s out of 10s, and I just said, listen, give me how many points Mason Mount won for Chelsea, and bring how many games these guys won for their team, and do a comparison. Tell me which one is more important. Sorry, which one's more important, bro? Someone who constantly drops 4 out of 10, 3 out of 10s, but wins you about 21 to 30 points, or someone who constantly gives you 8 out of 10s, but then but wins you 6 points a season.
But now, Monstar at the highest level. But now at the highest level for Portugal, when you can't be that man because Ronaldo's the main man, and we need to move you a bit deeper, where Pogba's been playing for Man United, and suddenly you can't do shit because your game is completely around stat padding. So even if we now drop you deeper, you're not giving us nothing. Now, when we need you to step up in the big games, which is being criticised for. Because you can do that stat padding thing against Brighton and take a penalty after the final whistle. You can do that if you want. But when it comes to the Yellow Submarines in the Europa League final, when it comes to the final of the Champions League, final of the Europa League, who stood up? Was it Bruno or was it Mason Mount? Who stood up? It was the player who was the better footballer. So that's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say.
This is a knockout competition, bruv.
Listen, at the highest level, you brothers will get
exposed. No. I see. I'm on Monster's side there.
Nah, you get exposed at the highest level. Wait, when Bruno's doing it in the Champions League, let me know it.
When I'm defending whatever, I'm not necessarily talking about Bruno. I'm talking in this case. I was talking about Ronaldo, innit? I know
Ronaldo. Yeah, but Ronaldo is not just a stat. Ronaldo is a stat padder now at 36. That's a different situation.
I know for a fact Ronaldo's going to win me games. I just want game winners, bro. That's what I care about.
Ronaldo's also a baller. Do you know what I mean? He's also a baller. He's also a baller.
Give me game winners. I take that. I'll take game winners over kiss the badge. Do 20 kilometers a game, slide knee merchant. Bro, give me stat padders, bro. I'll take the game winners, innit? The game winners matter to me because at the end of the day, all that matters is the scoreline.
Whoa!
I'm taking a player. I'm taking a player like Kevin De Bruyne, who's just a baller.
Last episode, Monster, I do remember you getting onto Bruno. Whoa!
For being a stat padder. I'm talking about Ronaldo.
I'm taking a Kevin De Bruyne.
So it's allowed with this Ronaldo.
I'm taking a Kevin De Bruyne.
No.
Do you see Kevin De Bruyne, who's actually a baller and can set up chances and be calm in tight situations? I'm taking that. Taking that over Bruno.
Ronaldo, because I know Ronaldo, when it comes to it, he's gonna win you shit. Do you know what I mean?
What about Bruno?
Bruno ain't won.
Bruno hasn't won a trophy yet. Bruno hasn't won a trophy. He hasn't won a trophy.
You went out petty, yo.
To me, it's about I don't. To me, it's just about winning, man. Bring me winners, bro.
Camera.
Bring me winners, G.
Sorry, man.
Bro, you're not a winner if you haven't got any trophies, bro.
I'm not talking about Bruno here. I'm talking about Ronaldo.
But one episode ago, you two were getting onto Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, I am, and I still am, fam. I haven't changed my mind. What the fuck are you talking about?
What's Monster saying now? Because
I've been holding this energy on all platforms that I've been on. I've been holding this energy on Big Six when man, I'm calling Bruno the best player in the league. I've been saying that he's not the best player.
No, yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne by a long shot.
We were last episode. We were talking about the stat padding thing, and you were like, "Oh, rah, this is why Bruno doesn't. This is why you don't rate Bruno." Because you take away the penalties.
Are you sure that was me, bro?
Yes, bro. You two were getting onto him. You man were saying take away the penalties and he's a subpar player.
I said, yeah, facts. That's what, bro. Not a subpar. He's a good player. Let's not be dramatic. But he's not the best player in the Premier League and all this shit. No.
What I'm saying to you now is, if we got stat padders,
I told you take him off penalties. I told you take him off pens.
Isn't that what we
But look, you've taken him off pens for Portugal. You haven't got. You've taken him off. Someone in the chat just said his average position is still quite high because he still doesn't stay in the same position. You've taken him off penalties, and now for Portugal, what are you getting? What are you getting?
But don't get it twisted though. If for Chelsea, with what he's doing in the Prem, I'll take that right now because no one else in my team is offering me that. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I know
just get a striker in it. Just get a striker.
No, but I'm just saying right now, if you couldn't get a striker right now and Bruno was available, I'm sorry, I'm taking that.
What would you do? Play him up front?
I'd pay him somewhere in that team. I just know his numbers are going to get me get Chelsea in a higher position. Sorry, there's no one in the Chelsea team. Whether you say penalties or whatever, bro, we miss penalties too. How many penalties did Jorginho's top goal scorer for Chelsea with how many penalties? Do you know how many he missed this season? I swear
he's only missed a couple. He's only missed a couple.
No, he missed quite a few this season. He missed like 4. Something like 4. Something like that.
He scored 9. He scored 9 goals, right? Top goal scorer. So what are we saying now? So, please, I need to. I'm pushing both of you.
You don't need to push me. My opinion has not changed. My opinion has not changed, brother. My opinion ain't changed.
So 1 week later, are we liking the stat padders? Are we telling stat padders to go? Whoa! What's your stance on the stat?
I don't
90 minutes.
I don't know about stat padders. I'm talking about game winners. Do you know what I mean? I don't know about stat padders or whatever.
Fernandes, stat padding are often game winners.
If Bruno Fernandes, if you're talking about Bruno Fernandes, like if he wins
penalties, often it's game winners. These are often game winning penalties.
If he's bringing 21 points to the table, I'd take it, bro.
Passing range or the vision for a midfielder.
21,
not there, bro.
21 points. If he's bringing 21 points, I'm sorry, I'm taking that. Oh yeah, 100%.
I don't think you're gonna do that.
Actually, it was a bean saying he's a baller. Those penalties.
Baller. Do you know what a baller is? Let's not just use that. Let's not just throw that word. That word was for South London in the case. Let's not just throw that word around.
I'd be curious. Yeah, I'm not saying. I don't know if anyone in the chat knows, or we might have to go back and come back next week. How many goals Bruno Fernandes scored via penalties to get points, to equate to points? I'd be curious to see.
I think it's quite high.
Yeah, I could imagine.
And people try to down penalties like penalties can't win you games.
course,
when I hear people say,
bro.
But also, Man United have got a lot of penalties that they shouldn't have got. So you can't just. The thing is with penalties is that you're not. Yeah, but you're not guaranteed. But this is my thing. This is my point. I'm not one of these.
Just like sweaty balls. This ain't FIFA, bro.
I'm not telling you penalties don't count, but you can't rely on a brother's penalty output to save you because you don't know if you're going to get those penalties in the first place. Chelsea don't, other clubs don't. There's clubs that don't get there's loads of penalties like Man United are getting. Do you know what I mean? You can't just say, oh, he's gonna put the penalties away. Who said you're gonna get the penalties? Unless these brothers are gonna start diving, there's no guarantee to say that you're gonna get the penalty.
It was like 3-4 years ago, yeah, where Raheem started the season and he was just getting. He was cutting on the edge of the box and he was just getting penalties, bruv. You can say they're not gonna get the penalties, but when they get the penalties. They put away the penalties.
Trust me.
Like, what?
Cool.
Penalties win you games, bro. Why I'm confused? Champions League, G.
Because I'm just confused. So Ronaldo's stat padding is good, but Bruno's stat padding is disgusting.
Ronaldo is 36
don't compare the two.
years
Don't compare
old
the two.
and has had a glistening career. Yeah, where he's played in different positions. He's played left wing. Now he's moved to striker. Ronaldo has, as you would perfectly put, he has evolved. He has adapted his game, and now he's a striker. And yes, he's stat padding, but he's 36 years old. This is the age where this brother should be in LA playing for the MLS teams. So I don't mind him stat padding.
You're a snake. If Timo got the same opportunities, you wouldn't say shit, bruv.
Timo's a striker,
bruv. Okay. Hudson-Odoi. If he had the same opportunities, or Ziyech, and got the same opportunities to stat pad, you would be dancing.
What do you mean? That there's no correlation there because Hudson-Odoi could never really be a stat padder in the first place because he's not that type of player.
Okay, say he was a
That's
winger.
what Lampard wanted him to become.
That you wanted to become what?
He wanted him to become a stat padder.
Okay, obviously he's not your main striker, but if he was, you wouldn't be complaining.
You need to brush up on this one because I don't know.
No. If he don't take a penalties, obviously, if he did take a penalties, you wouldn't be complaining.
He wouldn't. It's just again, I would never judge my players' overall performance off the penalties. I would look at their overall game in the 90 minutes, and if they played like garbage and they scored a penalty, if Jorginho drops a stinker but he scores a penalty, I don't suddenly
wins the game.
Cool, but I don't suddenly go say Jorginho had a great game because it's not true. It's incorrect.
Yeah, to be honest, if my player drops stinkers. Or drops a stinker and he wins the game, I just wouldn't care. I'd be like, we won the game anyway. That's me.
But you can say that, Monstar, but when you got to talk about it in the stream afterwards, you're not going to be like, oh, well, he's Zion. Because if you didn't get that penalty, you knew what time it was for him. You knew what time it was.
I'll say it as it is. I'll say, yeah, he played shit, but we won, so who cares? I'm shameless like that, bro.
AC Milan are in talks with Chelsea to sign Olivier Giroud as main target. Personal terms already agreed. Until June 2023.
You see, I'm getting tired of the transfer news because there is literally nothing new. What Fabrizio just tweeted out is what he's tweeted out before. So why are you even bothering tweeting that out?
Yeah, I mean, it's just
what was the point?
It's not.
You just tweeted out the same thing you tweeted out like a week ago.
Yeah, I mean, we know Giroud. We know Giroud's been linked to AC Milan countless times, and they're trying to get him. And Chelsea have signed up. They provoked that option on his contract just to give him an extra year so they could get some cash. And I'm sure they'll settle on around £4 or £5 million, and then he'll be on his way. There you go. Do you know what I mean?
Pay the money, and Chelsea should not accept anything less than that $5 million from AC Milan. If Inter Milan want Alonso or any of our players, pay it in full.
Milk these fuckers. You see, AC, they want Ziyech, pay the money. I don't want to see no loan,
money, bro.
No rubbish. I don't want to see no loan, none of this 2-year loan nonsense.
No installments.
Up front.
All the money. These Italian teams, they are stingy as hell, bruv.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Imagine they wanted Giroud for free.
Brother, let me read something out to you, bruv.
So stingy, fam.
Why are they adding another old striker to their roster? These men already have Ibrahimovic and Mandzukic. What?
They have Mandzukic?
Yeah.
They have Mandzukic.
35 and 39.
I didn't know that.
Why another old striker?
Mad.
Ballers that play for the badge and game winners, says Alex. Yeah, I love ballers. I mean, listen, you don't have to play for the badge to be good enough. Fabregas wasn't a Chelsea boy when he came, but sure as hell did his job when he when he won us the Premier League. He was a former Arsenal player. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't. I wouldn't say that goes down as a talent. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I don't care. AC Milan, if they want Ziyech, they need to pay the money. Do you know what I mean? These Italian clubs now are just stressing me out with this nonsense.
Chelsea needs to milk.
Do you know why this doesn't make sense? Yeah, because that, in a way, that's kind of counterintuitive to the whole mission statement of what AC are trying to do. Why would you sign another old striker?
Because he's cheap.
You should be going younger.
Yeah, but young strikers are expensive.
I can't believe
look how much Isaac's going to cost.
Who?
I can't believe we just gave into Tomori for cheap.
Yeah, but that was just in the loan agreement, wasn't it? 28 million was it?
Never included that.
Yeah, I should never have included that.
But then again, they would have probably never had us on loan.
Yeah. So catch-22 situation. But it's funny because I think the day we loaned him out, a couple days later, Tuchel came in, or a week later, Tuchel came in. So and then played the back three.
ESPN saying that he had no, like, this was like maybe like after 4 or 5 games that he played for AC, he was saying that he had no contact with Tuchel up until this point.
No, but
he was like, we'll see what happens at the end of the season.
Yeah, it's not a surprise to me that he didn't have contact with Tuchel because Tuchel's got enough to sort out already with the players that are already there. He's got a huge squad, so to not be talking to Tomori is no surprise to me at all.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, isn't it? It's just not. You can't keep everyone. Do you know what I mean? Can't keep everyone. You just have to just take the rough with the smooth and accept it. But yeah, Ziyech. I mean, Monstar. If Ziyech was to leave, would you be called that? It's been 1 season, 1 year.
I mean, it would be a shame that he couldn't even come and prove what or do what we bought him for. Do you know what I mean? It would be a shame, but everything I've seen so far with concerns to Ziyech, it's more interest from AC Milan and not necessarily interest of from Chelsea side wanting to sell, innit? So it's more of right now. It's just looking like they're interested in our player, and that's it.
Well, when I read the report from CFC news page, it seemed to be Ziyech, Zuma, players like that were in the shop window in terms of like they're available if people pay the money. Not actively trying to sell, but if you pay the money, you can get them kind of thing. So I think Zuma's agent was even trying to push Zuma back to Everton, but then Everton obviously don't have a new manager yet, so they don't even know the plan in terms of if he's even going to want Zuma. So they can't go for Zuma until they get the new manager in to replace Ancelotti. But I think players like...
What do you think about Benitez as the new Everton manager?
Good manager, man.
Yeah.
I have so much respect for him.
Yeah, I still believe what he was doing at Newcastle could have been beautiful, man.
Could have been,
if they just had a better, if they just had a better owner.
Yeah, that's the caveat. That was never gonna work because their owner is bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the barrel. Do you know what I mean?
Mike Ashley, my guy. Woo.
Someone wanted us to talk about Belgium as well before we end. What do you guys give Belgium in terms of their chances? I've actually got them in terms of my draw. In the Big Six, I've been given Belgium if they win.
I'm saying I want Italy to win, but Belgium, bruv.
I would like Belgium to win,
Denmark showed me psych, bruv. That game showed me psych, bruv. Jesus Christ, bruv.
Yeah. I would like Belgium to win.
Even Hazard was chopping up.
Belgium are going to smack. They're going to... Who are they playing? Denmark?
I don't know.
In the last game of the comp, they're playing... one sec.
Haven't they played all their 3 games?
No. Only Italy's group and our group.
Okay, so yeah, they still got some games to go. Okay, fair.
They got a game to go, yeah. But I mean, they're basically through now. But I think, I would love Belgium to win because everybody spoke about
Russia,
their golden generation and whatnot. And to be honest, they're kind of at the back end. They're at the back end of it. They played
all their games.
Did they play all their games? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. I think, they're kind of at the back end of their golden generation now. So it's kind of now or never for them. Maybe this tournament and the next one, and then they might have to go through a cycle themselves. Because even if you look at Belgium's defense, it's deteriorated from what it once was.
Their backline is looking a bit suspect.
It had Boyata.
If anywhere, I see see someone just Brother, literally,
Like,
the moment I said it, someone just slapped it in the chat here. They're black. This right here, bro.
Yeah.
These man right here, bro. Vertonghen and Alderweireld, bro, their backline has looked suspect in all their games. Them going forward, good.
Yeah.
That backline though, bro.
Vincent Kompany, Vertonghen, Alderweireld, Vermaelen when he was fully fit and consistent. That's when they were at their that's when they were at their peak.
That was options though, innit?
Yeah. Telemans had a stinker,
bro,
the other day. What the hell was that, fam? He was giving the ball away like nothing.
I think a lot of guys are tired, man.
The Leicester man have Leicester players just in period in this Euros have looked bad, bro.
Yeah.
Jurček, bruv.
I was shocked with Telemans because Telemans usually looks after the ball very well. I couldn't believe it. Boyata. Who did Boyata play for? I know he was at Celtic before. I don't know who these other two play for.
Didn't he play for City?
Yeah, he was. So he was a City youngster, Boyata. Then he moved. Yeah, he came for. I think he started at City, from what I can remember. Yeah. Or maybe they purchased him from a Belgium club when he was very young.
Naya's not that young.
Okay, he's at Lyon. Yeah, he is. I remember seeing him last season in Champions League.
Two of them are Man City boys, to be fair.
He was definitely at Celtic at one point. So what? Boyata's at Lyon.
The Naya's a City player who used to be a City player as well, isn't it?
Yes, I think so. I think he did.
Yeah, but everyone but the Donker. They were Man City boys. Yeah. I remember these men.
For Berlin, fair enough. For Berlin.
Yeah, still, it is a drop off though. It is a drop off in terms of quality in that back line.
Yeah,
you got Thibaut Courtois in goal, which is obviously not too bad. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Going forward, they're very lethal.
Can we say, because I saw
all of them are good.
Someone in the chat called Tolga. Player of the tournament?
Yep.
Kevin De Bruyne, Hazard, both Hazards. Well, Hazard, Eden, not looking.
He was doing a little skill. He
was doing all right, but in this tournament, do you not think his brother's looking better than him?
Brother's looking good. Yeah.
I don't know why we let his brother go. Morgan Hazard was a Chelsea player too.
I think we just had too many attacking midfielders.
Yeah, but he was ours. You know,
we had Thorgan, Mohamed Salah, De Bruyne, Mata, Oscar, Hazard. The older Hazard, William.
The youngest one. There's another one. He was I don't remember.
Killian's the third brother. I don't think he's at the top level. I don't know where he's playing. But yeah, we just had too many. We had too many players. Way too many attacking midfielders. That's back when we used to play Lampard in the pivot with Mikel, and then we had Oscar, Hazard, De Bruyne, Mata, Salah in the three behind the striker, which the striker was Demba Ba.
He's playing out there in Belgium.
No, who's the striker back then? Who's the striker back then, Monstar? Was it who? Back when Chelsea had De Bruyne in the whole City game, for instance? Who played up front in that game? For Mourinho. That first season, it would have been Torres, Eto'o, and Demba Ba.
Was Torres? Yes. Eto'o, Torres, and Demba Ba.
Yeah. But unreal attacking midfielders. Loic Remy, I think, came in after when Costa came in.
Schürrle was in. So the person say Schürrle was the next season.
Yeah. It's confusing because Chelsea go through players like nothing. So, yeah. But Belgium look good. But yeah, that defense is a little bit of an Achilles heel. I still make France favourites. Sajid, have you got France as favourites or no?
I got Belgium as favourites.
You got Belgium as favourites.
I motivated Lukaku and I motivated Kevin De Bruyne as a problem for everyone.
Yeah, Lukaku was motivated the last time and he still got smacked.
Yeah, no,
and they still got smacked by France.
Oh Lord! And I guess
let me explain. What I mean by that is that comeback against Denmark showed me that if these man wanted it, it showed me two things. Martinez knows when to make a substitution, and if them man really want it and they have their best 11 on the field, they can go get it. That's what that showed me, innit?
Fair enough.
We'll see. It's going to be interesting when people get to the knockout rounds. That's when it's going to start to turn up now because people are going to have to be a little bit less conservative. England,
they'll be up there in the latter stages, but against France, I don't know. But we'll see. France, I can't wait. You know, who are they playing next? Portugal, right?
Yes.
see them deal with some.
Do you know what's mad, yeah? Did you lot still? Henri's still on the board.
He's still at Belgium. Yeah, he's still at Belgium. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he left.
No. Did you see him whacking that free kick in training?
You can do that. I'm sure you can do that.
What?
Actually, no, he's not in America coaching anymore, is he?
No. But I thought he left the board, the Belgian board, when he was trying to get.
Why do you say board? Coaching team, you mean?
Sorry, coaching team. Sorry, thank you. When he was trying to get the Bournemouth job, I thought he was
When was he trying to get the Bournemouth job? You don't have to leave. I don't think you have to leave your job to
people
apply
said
for
he
another
left
job.
and came back. He left and came
back.
Oh,
he left and came back. Okay, I didn't hear about him coming back because I was like, when the match was over and they were showing the benches, I was like, is that Henri?
Yeah, him and Lukaku got a brotherhood thing, innit? Him and Lukaku got a brotherhood. You should have seen the free kick he smacked in training.
Teaching him, innit?
100%.
Even though Lukaku's a big boy now, but yeah.
Whacked in a serious free kick in their training session. Left foot as well. Lovely goal.
Yeah, that looked good.
Yeah. Anyway, before we wrap up, transfer news. I mean, Man City, Harry Kane, £100 million bid. Oh, you want Lukaku now? Look at you. You're one of those guys. You've seen a few games of the Euros. You've changed your mind. I think Pep will use Kane properly. There's no need to switch it up, Saj. Kane at Man City is gonna bang.
What about you, man? And Adam,
share my screen, bro. Let me share my screen to you.
Go for it. Hold on.
Look at your boy Kane, bro.
This is what I'm talking about.
Wait, where is he?
Oh, you're gonna trigger me.
Right here.
Don't do this, bro.
This is him dropping between the centre backs, you know. Dropping between the centre backs, you know.
Deep.
Ooh, that's real deep.
Him and Declan Rice, fam, dropping in between the centre back stuff.
Dropping between the centre.
That brother was any deeper, he'd get her pregnant, bro. Come on, now. Jesus Christ.
He's hitting the G spot if he was any deeper, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Man,
that Czech girl's never gonna leave. Never gonna leave Kane, bro.
Christ, bro.
Hey, never seen sweet spot right there. Jeez.
Ridiculous.
That is
ridiculous.
Do you know the maddest thing? Yeah, is that Southgate doesn't do nothing to rectify it.
What you think? Is that a surprise to you? Gareth Southgate doesn't tell the captain of the country, MBE Harry Kane, what to do on the football pitch. This is a surprise to you, yeah? Yeah? Come on now. This guy from just crazy. Of course he doesn't. Of course.
This is, and I've said it, yeah? I've said it, and I know it's going to sound, if I could take Song as a striker.
At Tottenham, Son, underrated.
Over Harry Kane, I would. Song, bro, even when Harry
Son as a runner at Man City.
Even when Harry Kane gets the ball in positions where he could strike here, he looks a bit nervous for England.
Left and right foot, Son. Oh, Jesus Christ, fam. Lethal with his finishing.
I'll take Son.
He's in it for the gold, I tell you. I'm telling you, listen, Son is a very good striker. And if Chelsea could do business with Tottenham, then he would be another one of my targets.
Contract.
Yeah, he's about to sign a new contract anyway.
It's weird, though?
So you don't want Harry Kane now? Is that what you're telling me?
Bruv, I'm just seeing so like.
I think Harry Kane at Man City slaps. I don't really see Lukaku at Man City like that. This is like
Haaland, yeah. When I've seen Haaland a couple times. When Haaland doesn't get the ball running, he's a non-factor in the game. And I've seen, bro, it's just like he needs some kind of, I don't know, bro. It's just making me nervous, bro.
So you're not giving this Harry Kane 100 million seal of the approval. Because I heard you was trying to involve players in a swap deal as well. Maybe a little Raheem Sterling.
Bro, I was hearing Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus. I've heard Bernardo Silva. I'm like, that's a lot. That is a lot to give up.
I don't think it will be all three. I think it will be one of them.
It might be. I've been hearing two. That's a lot to give up.
It's Harry
and
Kane.
I'm just like,
player of the year.
Song never comes into anyone's mindset as being a striker. And I'm like, why?
I don't know. Because I think
when Harry Kane got sick, Song was a striker and he was killing it.
He hasn't really been doing it in 2021 though, Son, same way he started the season.
Someone said I'm being reactionary. Of course, I understand that he needs.
You definitely are, yes.
This is why. This is why. Be clear.
Leading goal scorer in that system.
Let's be clear. I didn't say Harry Kane was bad at Tottenham club level. I said,
yeah, but bro, you just got to
international
attack Southgate.
is
Bro.
where the
You just got to
issue
tax it. You got to tax it for Southgate, bro. I said it on the last show. I don't know if it was this one on the Oil Boys or it was another show.
Yeah,
Sancho doesn't look like the same player in an England shirt. Kane now doesn't look like the player he should be in an England shirt, and he's playing the same way he did at Tottenham, dropping deep when he doesn't need to. When you've got Grealish, you've got Foden, you've got all these playmakers in midfield. Then you've got, you know, at some point, Declan Rice, even to an extent, doesn't play as good at England as he does for West Ham. As to some extent, you have to just say what is the constant, and the constant is a very unqualified Gareth Southgate. Simple.
man, I'm back to like football Twitter again. Number one though, nobody, and I don't care. I said it before the tournament. You can go back and check. I said it before the tournament started. I'll keep saying it. Nobody is worse under Southgate than Jadon Sancho, bruv. On God. Well, we can't even judge him this time because he ain't even playing.
Looking shit under Southgate. You know, there's a lot of them.
That's why I say he's the constant.
But this is my problem. What do we do? Because you man are saying that he's going to keep a job there, talking about new contracts. So what is this? Is this just the normal that we're going to expect from England for the next 4 years? Or
this is always
until this brother goes, bro. This is what it is. This is what it is. Simple as that. Do you know what I mean? It really is just as simple as that. Until this brother goes, this is where it is. 1 second. Do we have all Twitter? Yes, we have Twitter. Links is in the description.
Again, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying when Sancho in the qualifiers up until this point, he was playing under Southgate. Obviously, he's not playing.
It took C19 to take out Mount and Foden before this man even played freaking Grealish. Or else we'll never see Grealish, bro.
Yeah, he had a weird agenda against Grealish for the longest time.
Do you feel like Harry Kane would have benefited off when the game, like the warm-up games to this competition, if he actually played?
It's catch-22. You could
maybe
say
like 2 games.
You could say don't play him so he doesn't burn out, and then you could say play him to get chemistry. But I don't think this is a chemistry issue.
To get his goal scoring, like
poor instructions.
Nah,
I don't think so. He's been banging in goals. It's just poor instructions. I'm telling you, if you had any bottle about, you'd say if you drop behind the halfway line, obviously as a striker you're going to be behind the halfway line at some point because you know other team will have possession. If you drop too deep, you're coming off. Simple. Stay on the halfway line. I don't want to see any deeper than that. Done. Like I don't get why the instructions aren't there. Why he is dropping deep because he's got the freedom to do so. If a manager like Pep had him, Pep would not just allow him to go wherever the hell he wanted.
Okay, I feel like that's why I might be. But this is why I said international and not club level.
Yes,
is it Southgate? Am I seeing?
Yes, it's Southgate, bro. You think Pep's gonna allow this shit to run? No chance. No chance, bro. Not a chance. And if he does drop deep, there's gonna be runners. But he's not. I don't think he's going to be dropping in between centre backs. Definitely not. No, not for Pep. He's not. I don't.
He wouldn't even need to. Man City play forward is quite good.
You have playmakers. You have De Bruyne. Why would he need to drop deep when you've got De Bruyne, or drop deep when you've got Grealish? Why would you? You don't need to do these things. It's only Tottenham you need to do these things because Tottenham don't have a playmaker. They've got no playmaker in their team. It's it's Winks and Ndombele, but again, not really a playmaker like that. More of a ball carrier.
Sam quickly, international football is a bubble. Unless it's a tournament, it doesn't matter, and it shouldn't change your opinion on players. Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, there's international football for me is just an isolated thing. It's different players in different systems under different managers. They don't even get that much time to train with each other. And like Monstar said as well, they're probably all tired as hell from that season that they just had de-energized. So that's really what it is. But people, we go and wrap up now. Hour and a half, been a good show. Kind of glossed over or talked about everything. No more transfer news really. There's no real updates from anyone. Man City obviously have put in their bid. Chelsea-wise, there's no update. I'm not even going to waste my time even going through this.
Their bid got rejected, by the way.
Man City's bid got rejected, yeah. So this is the thing. People will be frustrated that Chelsea have not apparently put in a bid, but if it's going to get rejected anyway, there's literally no point putting it in. It's just a public stance at this point. So yeah, when there's updates, we'll get to you. But that's for the Transfer Checkers show. Links are in description. Saj's Twitter. He was asking. Yes, he's got Twitter. Whether he uses it or not is a different.
Why do you say that every single?
Because you don't tweet.
Why do you say that?
Why don't you get into any arguments? I don't see you beefing on the TL like everybody else. Come on, beef, fam.
Right,
You're not
Monstar,
invested.
Me and you tonight, bro. I'm gonna insult you on the TL, bro. Boss is like, bro, I don't think you want that. I'll ratio
Why
your
is
arm.
everybody saying Troops got kicked out? All right, well, he's a big boy. He'll be fine, fam. What do you want me to say? If you got kicked out for vlogging, then listen, I don't know what to say anymore about this world. Why would you get kicked out?
Kicked out of where?
Apparently, you got kicked out of Wembley for vlogging.
He was there the whole time.
I don't know. I don't even know if that's true. That's why I'm not even talking about.
That's not true. People vlogging this at the games all the time, bro.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't know where that came from. That's just weird. Monstar's link is in the chat as well.
Vlog?
Like, why would you not? Why would you not be able to?
People been vlogging for years, my G. That's nothing new.
Fair enough.
It's not like they're showing game footage. They're not. They're just vlogging themselves watching the game.
Are you not allowed to show game footage even if it's you recording it,
bro?
You can show like the players celebrating, but I'm not sure you can show them actually scoring the goals or whatever in it.
My phone's dead. That's why I can't check. But I'll check it after the show. Instagram story. Apparently, it's up there. But yeah,
I'll check his IG story.
Yeah, I mean, it's not breaking news. Do you know what I mean? It's not that deep. Do you know what I mean? People get kicked out of stadiums all the time. All the time. Trust me. If you've been to enough games, these brothers be kicking you out for the stupidest of shit. Stewards love the power, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know what I mean? They love the power. It really is. It's like security guards. Give them enough power, mad shit will kick off. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I was wrapping up the thing. Yeah, Monstar's link is in the chat.
They kicked him out. They kicked him out.
Oh, for real, yeah. I could show it, but don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, don't show it. Yeah, so that's it. Link is in the description for Monstar.
Raw, they said a bagger, man. They said
right.
like, Stewart. Sorry.
These guys, you man really know how to make a lot out of a very little thing. If anybody else got kicked out of a stadium for vlogging, ain't nobody gonna even be talking about it. Why is this even a thing?
That's what it is, man.
I don't give a shit, bro. I don't care. I'm trying to wrap up this stream. You man are still on about it. Sorry. Links are in description. Could be, well, there will be a video dropping tomorrow as well. And then, yeah, all you can eat Chelsea's on Thursday as well. So, yeah, catch you, man, in a bit. And yeah, in a bit. Peace. In a bit.